So let's see what the spirit has for us today regarding this karmic black magic, this karmic family black magic frame thieves. Call upon souls of all things and manifest to emphasize accurate messages for the collective. Expose these karmic family members, spirit fusion, thank you. Yeah, these are individuals that are in the Nine of Swords. Ooh. They're anxious about you receiving some type of Two of Cups situation, you receiving genuine love. So that tells me they try to kind of like put off potential counterparts or even collaborations. These are people that are or actively trying to steal an Ace of Pentacles. They don't want people to see that you possess the Ace of Pentacles. This is why they've been trying relentlessly to have some type of instability or codependency, which is clearly their reality now. So whatever magic they've sent out, collective is basically manifested into their reality. And this is something that they can't avoid. This is something that they can't send back. They can't reverse it. They can't stop it. And basically, they can't get out of it, is what I can say. So, coming back to this karmic family, and these moon magic throne, which is a Morlocks. Yeah, whatever they was trying to hold on, which is clearly stolen. We've got the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, so they're losing. So basically, whatever they've obtained off of either unaliving people or what they've stolen from others, they've been stripped of it. Basically, they're no longer able to delay any forward movement or delay the truth from coming out, is what I can say. The Sun card is out, so something's been illuminated, or some type of truth has been illuminated. Maybe it's the truth that's coming from the mouth of the collective. Good, bad, or indifferent is what I can say. Yeah, there was also a lover of some shape or form involved, who got involved to have some type of new start. For some of you, this could involve some type of fraudulent marriage. So maybe someone handed in some fake documents saying that they was married to you. Yeah, so we got the Moon card and the Hermit. So that tells me that you've healed whatever wounds or trauma you had to heal, or you got over whatever betrayals you had to endure, and you're actually illuminating this. So you're shining a light on these corrupted family members. And I'm also getting people in the community regarding this stolen Ace of Pentacles. These are people that try to have you stuck and bound in some way, shape, or form with what they were stealing from you, or the fact that they stole your identity. Yeah, whatever it is that they did, you're not stuck in your head about it. You're not bound. You don't feel bound. You don't feel stagnant. You are continuing to move forward with your life, rightly so. So if you're moving forward with your life, that means these people they're strung up, basically. They're caught. There's no getting out of it. None of their magic is working, clearly. So anything they obtained or anything they tried to produce built on what they stole, they're being stripped of it. These are people that are very braggadocious. These are people that like to flaunt the wealth that they steal from others and pretend as though they obtained it through their own merit, which they never did. Yeah. Some of you, your family is literally like a cult or some type of demonic gang. Unbeknownst to you, these are individuals that have been trying to harm you since you was born. So you may have had a karmic mother or father. What I do see is they was acting out of their own wounds that they didn't heal. So it is what it is in that sense. But you also had a step parent as well, who only came into the family fold for you. And I sense that once the biological parents saw that, they must not have been fully aware of this step parent's full agenda. So they kind of target you all the more. They basically didn't want you around. So for some of you, you've been abandoned left and right. You may have been in and out of the care of the local authority. For some of you, trigger warning, some type of government entity paid your karmic family members to have you placed in the care in the local authority care, whether that be foster care or children's home. So you know how it fits for your story. These people didn't want you speaking up on what they've been doing. So that tells us that these people have been presenting themselves to be like of honor, holier than thou. Yeah, there was a lot of determination with this. Some of you may have had to break some type of generational curses in the sense of like addiction, poverty mindset, Jezebelian energy. Yeah, whoever this is was very fired up about causing you some type of delays. Page of Wands. The Chariot's out also, so that tells me they went full force with this plan or scheme. However, it's where you want to articulate it. Chariot is Cancer energy. Yeah, they went forward with this plot, this demonic agenda to destroy at every angle. But justice is here. Justice has prevailed, basically. What else about this comic family? Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Ten of Cups in the reverse landed on the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So once this has some type of effect on you, I'm sensing the strength card is out, but it's in the upright. They knew how strong you are, but they didn't realize, how can I say, the determination and the drive behind you. So what I can say is there are other family members that had some type of asset or some type of spiritual inheritance that these people wanted. And they believed by sacrificing whatever family members that they sacrificed, they would be able to obtain it, not realizing that whatever agreement they came into with the creator on who they wanted their gifts to be passed down onto was already set in stone. So Ten of Cups in the reverse, that's karmic family members. That's like a collaboration. They're all on one accord. Don't get me wrong, they may not all even like each other or even get along, but they get along for this one outcome. And the common denominator is the collective. So when the creator brought you into this family fold, he brought you into the family fold to heal the bloodline. And he wanted to see how far what these people would do. These are people that have authority figures. This is someone that's supposed to be like some type of high standing in the community. Or they were saying the upright, these are very two-faced people, so I don't sense that this is an upright person. They're only doing this now because shit's come out the way it has. And the town is talking. There's a lot of gossip. There are also some people in the community, funny enough, collective, that is not privy or not part of this collaboration. They not only have some type of insight, but they have some type of knowledge on the wickedness of this of these comic family members. Definitely. They had a good run. Yeah, these people celebrated of what he was doing to you. They thought it was all fun and games. It's like they got a kick out of abruptly, I'm hearing, changing your circumstances or abruptly pulling the rug from underneath you. So this tells me there was a lot of flying monkeys involved. We got the Knight of Wands. So that tells me there was a lot of flying monkeys involved. For some of you, they paid friends that you believe you could trust. Some of you was even peer pressured, bullied into engaging in some type of intimate acts that you wasn't physically or mentally prepared for. I sense you did it out of fear of being abandoned by these, clearly they're fake friends. Because real friends wouldn't do this. Yeah, your friends did this for some type of Ace of Cups. Whether that be money or some type of asset in some way, shape, or form. And now they're paying the price. Yeah, they was also given money to abandon you or even like dampen your dreams and aspirations. So basically, these were the people feeding information back to the family members, and the family members is also orchestrating on how to proceed forward to basically keep you in this low mindset, or to just basically keep you off your path in general, make you feel like nothing. That was the ultimate goal. They wanted you to view yourself as worthless. They felt justified in doing this. So this tells me there was some type of corruption against you, collective. Oh my dear. This could involve legal proceedings, even social services, possibly. Yeah, it was all one big collaboration. So they went for your children, if you have children. Yeah, they all formulated and fabricated lies. For some of you, you may have had some type of substance or addiction issues. That was also pre-planned. For some of you, you've been getting drugs since you was a child. You had some type of parental figure enabling some type of addiction, possibly even spiking you without your knowledge. What else about these karmic family members of black magic throwing foods, right? Yeah, because they were successful in the past. Oh, what did I say? Path. They did this, collective, to block you and keep you from your destined path, basically. And then all along, they had a doppelganger, or who they chose from the family fold to walk in your identity. So there's a lot being exposed. These people have literally no shame. No shame. They're going to pay one way or another. Yeah, there's a lot of other, and purely for the fact of the reason why these people was able to facilitate this purely is because obviously we all know the government is corrupt. So there's a lot of government officials involved in this also. that facilitated and assisted these people. I'm even getting for some of you, you have I don't know who this officer is, who may have even tried to like initiate you or solicitate you, may have been giving you weird prank calls, is what I'm getting. They were trying to secretly seduce you whilst trying to keep their identity hidden. And once you rejected their advances, that's when they went on their own witch hunt. I'm also seeing that these people may have tried to stitch you up for crimes you didn't commit. There may have been times where you may have been committing certain crimes, but none of the crimes that they tried to stitch you up for. It's like you still have boundaries on what you will and won't do, is what I can say. I'm also getting there may have been times where you may have been in a very low vibrational, toxic environment. So you may have been among the wrong individuals. That was also strategic as well. I'm also seeing that the individual that you was around committed some type of crime that you had no part in, but because you was affiliated with these individuals, that was the way of them trying to drag you into this. I'm also seeing that the police, the authorities really tried to stitch you up for crimes you didn't commit. That was their attempts at getting rid of you. They've done this multiple times, collective. So if you think back to things that you know that you didn't do, I'm even seeing there was also times where they tried to get you done for things like some type of fraud. Yeah, some type of fraud. That clearly wasn't you. You do have a family member that I'm not sure of their involvement in it, but I'm sensing that they was the one that gave your name up. But they had some type of knowledge of these crimes, or they knew whoever these people were. They had knowledge of them, and you were chosen as the sacrificial lamb, so to speak. So you were chosen to be the scapegoat. So that shows me, Claire, they've been trying to assassinate you for a long time. They've been trying to put you on keeping some type of power energy, but it's in the reverse. So that tells me whatever they've done is backfired. I just heard attempted M multiple times. So there's multiple accounts of attempted M. They didn't realize how highly protected you was, collective. I'm also seeing that you had a you could say friend or you could describe them as associate that was also involved in trying to set you up for some type of harm. Wow. Believe it or not, you view these people as like your best friends. They never had the same view on you. This is why it was easy for them to always like make fun and talk you properly. They found it easy to mock and try and humiliate you. For some of you, these friends may have or associates may have been homeless. We're going back to like teenage years. I'm seeing a mother figure actually putting these karmic friends up, so giving them a place to stay. Imagine that your karmic mind will give your ex friends a place to stay, but discard you. Very sadistic. These are very sadistic people. These are people that didn't want you to have any type of stability. You're fully aware of what's going on because the Four of Cups is in reverse. I sense that they wanted you to, I don't know, be like bored or discontented with how things was going in your life. That was also a strategic attempt to kind of get you to take yourself out. But they added to it with whatever suicide magic they was doing, or death magic. What's about these karmic communities here? What's my collective to know about this karmic community or black magic friend thieves? Yeah, they did this because they didn't want you to. Basically, you was destined for some type of important union. So you had a specific destiny. They didn't want you to have it. So this tells me they actually looked into your, or they either got cards pulled on you, or they looked into your records to see what was destined for you, and it pissed them off. You could be seeing 33. Oh, 333 actually. Look at those angel numbers 333 and 88. Yeah. This is why they always had you. They always wanted you to be like, or make you engage in some type of petty argument or feud. That was a tactic to extract your energy. Also, are formulating the false narrative that they've been spreading about you for an extremely long time, which they was benefiting off the back of it. These are very self-entitled skin suits that took dirty deeds, that took a dirty deal. They're well accustomed to dirty deals. Yeah, they're all now left in some type of suspended energy or stuck. But they wanted just for you. So it's like the trick is the tactic is to like stalk and watch you for a certain period of time. And then once things start to flow for you, that's when they step in and start their menagerie. Because you know, wherever you put your hands to it, it grows. So they basically been stealing everything from you strategically, but they was using rituals to do it. This is why they was also sending in counterparts towards you to be intimate with you, to siphon and attach to your energy. So they basically wanted to drain you. What it was, that's exactly what he was doing. You got a parental figure too, trigger warning, who is a PDF. He or she was your first abuser. Yeah. They feel that because they did it in the spiritual, it's not the same. It's worse. So whatever this witch or warlock was doing to you as a child, it was spiritual, REPE. Yeah. Yeah, this person was the devil. I'm also hearing 33-degree Mason. That's probably why the 3-3's out here. Yeah, some type of affiliation, or he's part of this organization. So basically, they was using your energy to keep themselves balanced, or to keep their life balanced. But then to the public, they were portraying like, or fabricating narratives that they was working hard for what they obtained. That was a lie. These are nothing but covert predators. So it's quite sad that you've got a family full of child predators is what I will say. Uncles too, cousins. I'm also seeing that for some of your family members was messing around with your friends. They don't want you to know this. So I don't know if you might have caught some type of weird behavior, but they played it off like, oh, it's not really what you think. That was a lie. So they've been using people to cause some type of chaos in your life. Knight of Swords. So this could have been exactly I said teen. It wasn't have to be teenagers, but someone of a young age. It can even be a offspring of yours, or even a child of your siblings, or a child of the in your family, or even of your friends, which way it resonates for you, collective. Yeah, they would use a magic, bane for magic. They have been using bane for magic for a long time. For some of them, you were seeing certain things, you was actually dreaming about certain things. And when you spoke on it, you were shut down. Yeah, you were shut down. Yeah. The World card is out with the Six of Cups. So this tells me this is past energy. So this is something that they've been doing for a very long time. Probably your whole life. And now it's come full circle. So that tells me every so often, I don't know how long these cycles, I heard 10-year cycles. So that tells me that every 10 years they do this. So if you think about dates and times and what was happening to you at that time in your life, that is a part to this confusing puzzle I heard. Six of Swords. They never wanted you to have any freedom. Not only that, they never wanted you to move into calmer waters. They don't want you to have any happiness. They always wanted you in some type of chaos. Why, might you ask? It's because they benefited off the back of it. It has made it more easier for them to siphon things from you and then throw some type of memory magic to block, so you would forget about things and not bring it back up, or just think, oh, you've just lost it. Nah, that was their plan. But now you've been activated by some type of trauma, probably a false karmic partner who was sent in also. Yeah, he was paid handsomely. He's like well-paid actors who is, to be fair, a straight warlock, a very dark one at that. Silver-tongued devil. This is an individual that has multiple partners, so that they have multiple streams of energy. So this is like a covert, malignant narcissist who's on the DL as well. Yeah, this was a whole collaboration. Yeah. Auto attack, an earth angel. Something they could never be. I'm not sure if these secret societies pay more money for children of the light than just a normal civilian. Do you understand? Because they have a destined path, a divine destined path. It's like they turned you into some type of physical ATM machine. This is how they was extracting energy from you. In Central, this warlock was basically bleeding you dry, taking your energy back to the third parties and the coven. Then he was doing all engaging in this massive ORGYSEX to manifest, making sure or using magic to have you in some state of depression in the sense of reliving your traumas. And even that had a deadline. They've always done it with the Nine of Pentacles. So when you started to build, they would wait until your pentacles got up into the Nine of Pentacles. If you see the pattern of these people's behavior, they throw some type of spanner in the works to have you in some type of chaotic energy. And whilst you're distracted dealing with whatever chaos you got going on, these little dirty demons behind your back was stealing from you, left and right. They thought you'd never figure this out. They found it funny, actually. So these are people that was straight lying to your face, mocking you behind closed doors with their collaborators. Their whole aim was to continue to make you feel overburdened and weary. So that's what they also these people doing, was putting burdens on your back. But some of you collectively was carrying burdens that wasn't even yours. It's like they all took it and turned projecting their burdens onto you. And they found it funny. They're not laughing anymore though. That's coming to a head. Yeah. Whether it be you or other people have been exposing this. You've clearly got in some type of King of Swords energy, or you authorized your energy. So that tells me you've done some type of healing. You went within. So clearly this last betrayal that was meant to literally disarm, I heard, and finish you off, it didn't. And it's so funny because, again, I will say, you still rebuilt yourself. These people, that's what I'm saying, these people like to see you build things up. Wait till it gets to a certain level, yeah? Then send someone in to cause some type of chaos or distraction or whatever the case may be. But get you caught up in something low vibrational. Whilst you focus on whatever that is, these same family members, because that's where it was orchestrated from, yeah, is siphoning what you've just built up, basically. But then sending out some type of illusion to make it look as though it just wasn't meant for you. So that they keep doing the same tactics repeatedly. They did their big one. Yeah. It was all to stop you from coming into union with your divine counterpart. So that just says, whatever serious relationship you was in last, where you was obviously abused and discarded and raped, let's be clear, that's what these people do. It was orchestrated. Because you are a king of, because you are a king or a queen of pentacles. You are the epitome of accumulation of wealth. I also sense that you had a lot of family members that left wealth to you. So clearly these elder family members would have had full knowledge of it. This is why a lot of things was kept from you. This is why there was a lot of lies being spilled. There's also a karmic aunt or uncle who's deeply affiliated. They always hated you too. It's like they want the title without having to do any of the work. It's what I can say. These are the kind of people you're dealing with. Or the divine is dealing with them, because these are the people you was guided to walk away from, and you did. Good for you. This is why they've been attacking your platforms. I told you, these are people that are just straight devils. These are the same people that are the orchestrators of this cyber stalking, gang stalking, humiliation ritual, smear campaign. It's been your family the whole time. A number of outside agencies also, so they got outside people to get involved, including ex-friends. Anybody you had some type of relationship with, whether it be platonic or intimate, yeah, that wasn't a coincidence. That are now watching you from fake accounts. Yep. Because you're a shining star collective. They hate that. It's because they wanted their child to be the star. This is why they was attacking you so ferociously. They never wanted you to. They didn't listen. They didn't want to have any progress or even elevate. So they didn't want you to grow. So they wanted to keep you stagnant because it benefited them. Again, that speaks volumes. So that says that you could have multiple people that wanted to be you. This could explain the treatment you receive from these individuals. Yeah, now these people are feeling overwhelmed and burdened. They're having to relive everything they did. So whatever healing you did, collective, well done. Or whatever you was guided to do, well done. You took back your power, and you became the master of your own shit. Whereas these people are just codependent. Yeah, these are people, again, they didn't want you to have any type of successful gains. But you are, that's the thing. Regardless of how it looks at the minute, your success is already in the basket. It's already been done. It's set in stone. You're doing the work, regardless of what the bullshit these people are doing behind closed doors. Makes no difference. Yeah. All the dirty, hidden deceit and hidden agendas that these people have collaborated in, it's come to light. So, your gifts have been activated on 10, and the reason why I say that is purely because they've sent multiple fake offers towards you. We got the Knight of Cups out here. For some of you kind of sensed it just how these people was presenting themselves to you. But then when you spent time with these individuals, you saw their true authenticity, which means it was not what he was presenting in the first place. So you kind of saw through the illusions that they were trying to put. Whatever masquerade they was trying to present. Yeah. And you chose to cut these people off. You just walked away from them. I think they're more troubled by the fact of you didn't say a thing. So that also confirms your growth. Because they know what triggers you, or they believe they know what used to trigger you. So they will continually do that to continue keeping this perpetual state of defending yourself. But yet, though, how he was presenting it, there's making it like he was unhinged. So just like saying he was throwing stones and hiding her hands and telling the world that you're crazy. Anything else about this rotten community? Yeah. They was using baneful magic against you to steal whatever or to manifest off of your back. I'm also getting to also keep you from your own assets. So you've got things left to you. Ooh, I just heard a aunt, grandparents, a mother, possibly a father. Yeah, this is why they want to keep you in the Five of Pentacles. So like if you stayed in lack, you would never be able to uncover this agenda. Yeah, judgment's here now. Yeah. Because you know you're a high priestess. Because you know exactly who you are, you're standing in exactly who you are. They don't like that. So whatever they're withholding from you, yeah, the Wheel of Fortune is on your side. So whatever lies they told to put themselves at the top of the wheel, Five of Pentacles come out again. Yeah, this is true. 5, 7, yep. They couldn't put a death to you, or there has been a death being put to you, having to suffer or struggle in the Five of Pentacles, whilst these people live off of your wealth or your abundance. What was left to you? What has your name on it? So that also shows me that these people have committed identity theft. This could be a kid's father, a ex-warlock. I'm getting Aries, Capricorn, Pisces, Taurus, Sagittarius, Leo, and possibly Aquarius. These are people that did it for new beginnings, or there's word coming in, or they attacked you so that you wouldn't get a new beginning. So every time they attacked you, you might have like defended yourself in whatever shape or form. It stagnated you. So every time you gave them that energy, they was just banking on it, banking on it, banking on it. Do you understand? And they would just kind of like deplete you. It was done strategically. It's literally like they was all taking it in turns to come after you relentlessly, so that you would never have any new ventures or any new way of life. But you keep gaining it. Or the divine called you and you answered. So like divine intervention stepped in just in time. Yeah. They did this under the moon cycle. This is what they was using to hide and attack you, basically. For some of you, they knew you were very intuitive. They just didn't know how far you was intuitive. Whether that be premonitions, prophecy, whether you see things before they happen, or whether you know what's going to happen. Because some of you is all of the above. I'm also saying that the people that they sacrificed to take out, they also had gifts. They just didn't want you to know that, which is why they deliberately left you out. For some of you, you've been either they've removed you from some type of will or life insurance, or they placed that on your head. So they probably filled out some type of fake policy with this secret society. plan on benefiting from. Yeah, this involves a King of Pentacles who's not diplomatic. This is someone who's angry, they're mean, they're greedy, they're egotistical, they're a control freak, who after all they did, maybe it was their greed that exposed them, or they went too far. They never accomplished or completed what they set out to accomplish. So this tells me it goes back. It goes back. It goes way back. Some of you to your childhood, which they are now at the bottom of the wheel. So it's literally like they've been strategically doing some type of ritual on you. Every time they see you start to progress, they throw you into some type of chaos. So they've been surveillancing you secretly, which is illegal because they never had the right to, you never gave them consent to. So they've been illegally monitoring you, invading your privacy, and then using their coven ties to facilitate it. Now they're in the Ten of Swords, but they want the Ten of Swords you. This is what they do. It's like a perpetual cycle of trying to place you in the energy of Ten of Swords. How? You haven't committed no acts against these people. You haven't committed any crimes neither. Let me just say this, collective. Everybody has a past. It's all fine and well that these people want to keep dragging up your past that you've healed from. They're failing to realize they have a past too. And that's what they don't want shown. Their past and their dirty skeletons in the closet, collective, I promise you, will make you look like Mother Teresa. These people have zero boundaries. They have done and they will do whatever it takes. No holds barred with these people. At least with the collective, we have boundaries. These people don't. And this is why these people are infected. We've got our next right here who's infected. There's going to be a lot of lawsuits about spreading these STDs. This is someone that was paid to pursue you, abuse you, and it was supposed to unalive you. For some of you, you foresaw this, or the divine gave you some type of premonition. And that was the catalyst to your awakening. Yeah. So you're in the Nine of Cups, resting and recovering. You're enjoying life. You're enjoying your accomplishments. Doesn't matter how it looks. You've got to remember, this is just illusions. Yeah, these people are, these people are disappointed. This kind of was on the side, and see it as in the reverse, they're disappointed. Or they wanted you to feel so disappointed with how the way your life has gone, that it was hoping that you would take yourself out. They already, listen, for some of you, they've already, in their minds, like they've already had you dead on paper already. For some of you, they did do this. Probably went and orchestrated some fake thrill, make it look as though you'd passed. Spirit, tell me what is going to be the outcome for these karmic individuals? What's the outcome for the karmic individuals, the family members, whoever they worked with, these secret organizations? And what's the outcome for the collective, Spirit? Please and thank you. Yeah, so these little online scammers that's out there trying to scam from people's platforms, stealing their content and passing it off as their own. They're also being exposed. Either sort of dropping like flies. Somebody said over their dead body. The creator says he's happy to oblige. So these people are being made to stand on every word they said, basically, and all the action they took. The individuals, they think that they can bribe their way back around you and shield themselves in your energy. Because for some of you, this is what they've been doing. This is why they've never been held accountable or faced any court proceedings with the crimes they've committed. Yeah. Because whatever secret societies they're working with gave them this knowledge or assisted them in some way, shape, or form, or did a favor for a favor. That makes any sense. So, yeah. This is the agenda. But more people speaking out now, so it is what it is. This is global. But collective, you was the catalyst. See it there? You was the catalyst. Yes, you was. You was the catalyst for change. All for these corruptive, demonic finances being exposed. That's too many. No, these people will never get another chance to do what they did again. What's the judgment for these karmic individuals and these demonic organizations? Maybe the divine knows. I asked what's their judgment, and advice they said to me, you tell me later. Stop it. And for these people, their outcome is very doubtful, meaning you're finished. They're trying to look at you, they're trying to look to you for answers, and the divine saying you need to find their own answers. Yeah. They're having a laugh, but they really think that they can come back around you. The audacity of these people. Yeah, these people need to try again with their dumb plans. Yeah, that kind of answers the question, because I just asked something and the divine Ross says, what do you think? She's not going to let shit fly, serious. I was actually asking something in my mind before I was actually going to say it. And then this card comes out. I keep it to myself because I'm kind of guy like not to, whether that be mention or speak on certain topics or certain things. So I'm going to leave it like that. But whatever I was asking, it's a yes for me. Yeah. I was asking, will these people ever accomplish anything they set out to do? Nope. Because they're cursed. Yeah, you bet. They are. Some of you are probably asking when it's going to happen, innit? It's all in divine timing. In the near future, but this is saying ask closer to the time. These are also people that's trying to use magic to force your will. Yeah, it's guaranteed these people are going to pay if they're not paying already. They think because they haven't achieved any type of karma yet that they're not, that karma doesn't exist. Well, guess what? If you believe that the devil's real and the divine doesn't exist, that doesn't make sense, because who created the devil? All right then. Yeah. These people believe that maybe they have a chance. They don't. But I can't tell you what to do, collective. I wouldn't advise it. You got to remember, they got more at stake than you because they put certain assets up as collateral that they can't replace or relinquish, but they've already failed. And it says, by no means will they be able to evade judgment. It's not going to happen. And the divine wants you to know, under no circumstances must you allow any of these people or even give them a conversation. Yeah, these people got zero chance. That actually fell out, so I can't take that because they fell out. And for them to think otherwise, it's whatever entities they conjured up or whatever third party they're fornicating with that's manipulating them also. I'm also hearing that they're being played by the same people they played with. So whatever they did to betray and backstab and abuse you is being done to them. The same way they came into your life, pretending to be of the light or mimicking your energy, pretending to be everything you've ever dreamed of. Whoever they attached themselves to, meaning whoever they married, was a wolf in sheep's clothing. They married their match, basically. Yeah, absolutely. The signs point to yes. So you got both of these nut jobs trying to stalk you also. Yep, absolutely sure. Say no more. So what else does the collective need to know about this energy split? What other messages do you have for my divine collective? Sometimes when I do these cards, I actually feel the cards turning around whilst I'm shuffling. Nuts. Yeah. You shall not cast your pearl among swine. These people are looking for any bit of energy they can. And they're mad because with what they've tried, there's no way for them to try and get back into your energy because they are completely blocked and severed. You may have a dark warlock character that's trying to walk on acting like they own you. You don't own the collective. Do you understand? The only thing you own is those STDs you're carrying. Not at all. If they can't even own their actions, how can they feel they can own a divine being? I don't think so. And the divine saying, definitely not. Nope. Regardless if they think so. That's the whatever demons they conjured up that's messing with their vessel, messing with their mind. That's actually puppeting them. Imagine they want to puppet a divine being, but yet though they're being puppeted by the same entities they conjured up. And by whatever coven they initiated with. They certainly did. Facts upon facts upon facts. What else is going on today? collective energy spirit, past, present, and future. What does my divine collective need to know? Some of you's been asking about, I have to do it like this. You may have created a certain idea, or you may have a certain idea that you've been asking for guidance about, and you're saying, yes, you got it. Proceed forward with whatever this idea is or this creative endeavor is. And I'm not sure. I just heard silence, and that's confirmation. Somebody, I don't know who in my collective is asking that if these people are remorseful, and the divine is saying, no, definitely not. Not even a little bit. No, sorry. Definitely not even a little bit. So they feel entitled to abuse you. They feel entitled to steal from you. They feel entitled to manifest off of your energy. They feel entitled to your abundance. How? That literally doesn't make any sense. And the divine agrees. No, it doesn't. I know they're not entitled to anything. How can you be entitled to something that you can't build for yourself? These are people that have made their life through building off the backs and using others. It's literally like they've turned this into an art of deceiving people, making people think that they're their perfect match. When yet though, they're receiving everything they want from the individual and giving nothing in return. The only thing they're given is false promises and empty dreams. This is why they like people that are dummies. This is why they go for people that are low vibrational. Do you understand? This is also why they go for people half their age or younger. Because they know anybody of their age already knows those little dirty tricks. Do you understand? They probably experienced it themselves whilst they was younger. They know it too. They also do it because they will siphon the energy from that younger individual, but yet though the older one will look more youthful than the child they're dating. I say that again. The witch or warlock initiated into this. This is why they specifically go for people 20 and under. They make it like, oh, you remind me of my youth. That's a lie. Because they think you're young, dumb, and they can mold you, they can groom you, lie to you, cheat on you, and you'll believe you'll be looking up to them for some type of knowledge. And they're looking to you to extract your vitality. Notice how the younger person will look older than the counterpart. Undoubtedly. And that's what they do. This is why they pick people that age without a fail. They know it too. I love when I hit the nail on the head. And it's because they know that these people that are their kids' age and younger are probably not going to ask them the right questions. They'll be too busy wrapped up in The fake stories that these people push to keep you distracted. These fake stories of grandeur. Oh, I remember when I was doing this and I had this and I flew here and I flew there. But hold on a minute. When I met you, you didn't have a pot to piss in a rinse to throw it out of. For some of you, these people came straight out of jail with nothing. So if anything, you was the handbag. You was just there to make him look good, to make him get noticed. For some of you, they used you as a purse to attract others to level up. What else is there? What I just said, signs point to yes, this shit is true. Hit the nail on the head. You know, there's no coming back from what they've done. For those of you that still want to be blinded, that's on you. For some of you, that's I have to say it like it is. That may be holding out some type of hope. I'm so sorry, guys. You're stupid. You need to just nip that shit in the bud because, yeah, maybe next time. Don't do it to yourself. Because I'm telling you now, all the work that you've done, said far, is literally like you're chucking it. Not done at all. It's literally like you're chucking it in the sewer. Because that's where these people live spiritually, is the sewer. Do you understand? They thrive in it. They get off by dragging other people in there with them. This is why they like the younger generation, because they're very susceptible and they're very unassuming. Yeah, the divine saying don't count on it. So whoever's in my chat thinking, oh, this doesn't resonate with them or their person ain't like that, whatever dreams you want to keep or fantasy you want to keep going on in your mind, that's up to you. But you trying to keep any kind of door open on any type of false hope will be at your own detriment. And it's more than likely, it's very possible that they will take you out and destroy you. Yeah, these are people that need to accept their fate. There's nothing they can do to change it. Someone's out there saying, what is it? They know they're going down. They know they're sick. Yes. They know they're sick, they know they're going down. Yeah, and I just heard someone say, they're gonna drag as many people as they can with them. They actually want to drag. Their ultimate aim was to drag the collective into their bullshit, so they could scapegoat them. And if I want you to know, covert warlocks and witches and demonic family members, you got zero chance. I know this is these karmics, huh? Like they can't understand like how you know what you know. They cannot understand how you figured it out. I mean, they try to block your psyche. They try to close your third eye. They try to mess with your intuition. So for some of you, they try to mess with your psychic abilities. The divine telling these karmics, find your own answer. They want to question the collective as to how you know. It's not your business. The only thing these karmics need to know is your fate is sealed in hell. That's because, do you know what, collective, some of you Trigger warning. It is what it is, yeah. Any of my collective that wants to be delusional, you're gonna have to come back another lifetime and redo this karmic cycle. That's the shit you need to think about. The only reason why my collective is here today is because some of you have been watching me. Whether you're doing it quietly without other people knowing or not. But yet, though, when anybody question you, you're acting oblivious. I know. This is why you're on fake accounts, and I get it. But if I say no, 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 can I still guilt by association? Because it's cowardly. It is, it's very cowardly. Someone's answer is in the cards. I also saw on the bottom, it's feasible. So some of you is a bit hesitant and you're asking yourself, if you take this leap of faith and put yourself out there in the forefront, it's feasible. You've got to remember, everybody's wants and desires is different. But wouldn't you rather try and maybe have to take a different path, or try and not be right for you, than not try at all and end up 20, 30 years down the line already to crock it with nothing but pure regrets in your heart? That will kill you quickly. You do that, don't you? Those regrets of what ifs and maybes, that will kill you quicker, I promise you. The divine knows when you're ready. Because someone's asking for something and the divine is saying, he will give it to you when you're ready. You see, some of us may think that we're ready for certain things, or ready for certain knowledge, or ready to receive certain information. And it's not actually the case. I did the same thing. Where I was so eager to get to the bottom of things, I wanted all the information straight away. Now thinking back, the divine was exactly right, Collected. And I'll tell you why. Because the shit that I've uncovered and what he showed me, had he given me all this information back then, it would have been too much for my brain to handle. Do you understand? And it's true. So I'm kind of glad he did it for my situation on a need-to-know basis. Because some of these things these people have engaged in, we've never even thought about, let alone considered. And for these demons, these ruthless, heartless, disease-ridden demons, it was like second nature. Even after the most heinous acts they did against you. For some, I'm going to tell you this again. I'm going to tell you this straight up and down. These people came for your children. They tried to destiny swap with your own kids. For some of you, they also were trying to spiritually RAP them also. For some of you, some of these children may have tried to talk about a dream and didn't know how to verbalize it, or didn't want to look stupid, didn't want to believe like, nah, why would I dream that person? You did. And it was watching them in the physical and in the spiritual. Because they all do the same thing. When you try to speak up about their acts, the first thing they do is throat chakra magic. Or for some of you, if you're not tapped in and you're not protected and you're not fully awakened, they'll choke you. Only my collective that's been spiritually choked before know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, that outlook doesn't look good because it's not. Regardless of what they're trying to present, I know they're trying to present to the world. Oh, I'm fine, nothing's happening. Stop lying. It's written all over your face. Yeah. They're coming to a very negative ending. It's unavoidable. For some of you, you can sense it. These people have something very dark looming on them. It could be the Grim Reaper, it could be Papa Legba. Because some of you try to tap into other people's ancestral bloodline and try to call their ancestors to attack their bloodline. That was your biggest mistake. Yes, you did. You thought you knew what you was tapping into purely because you got around these little secret societies and you got a bit too big above your station. But I'm hearing for some of you, you was warned not to mess with certain things. And you chose not to listen. This is why, for which one of you it is, whatever coven you're doing, they're dropping you. They're dropping you quick like bad rubbish, like you never even existed. They're gonna wipe all traces of you from their organization. Yeah, these are people that are now, you're being asked questions you can't answer. So you're making up any kind of excuse. Oh, ask me, or I'm not in the mood, or I'm in the rest, or I got to do this. You liars. These people already know. They're just waiting to see what you're gonna say. So whatever oath you took with these people, you already took it and slapped them in the face with it. They know all what you think they don't know about what your stupid ass has been up to. Mark my words. They're gonna ask you again. I'm so sorry. Shit. And I can just see it now. Some of you come out so they're like, you're trying to make it like, wait, let me think. You're doing this to store, to give yourself time to come up with another lie. You've been caught on your own lies. I'm telling you, they're going to ask you again. They're going to ask you, whatever they ask you, I don't really care what they ask you, I'm not interested in that. I'm just saying, they're going to ask you, whatever they ask you, they're going to ask you something again. For some of you, don't really know what the answer is. So that's basically giving you an opportunity to come clean. What else in my collective? However, you're trying to deflect, you're trying to get them to ask you something different, and whatever way you do your little tactics, I really don't care at this point. But some of you are finding it hard trying to remember what you said. You're finding it hard to remember your lines, isn't it? I know. You betted the wrong horse. Or you made a bet, you took a bet and you bet it and you backed the wrong horse. Hypothetically speaking, by the way. You people believe that And this is the heads, should I say, malignant narcissists. This could be their family members or the witches and warlocks they work with from their coven. You really think that you can talk your way out of it or find some type of way, shape, or form to get out of it? The divine wants to know you're having a laugh. Exactly. Regardless if you're gonna act like you've got amnesia, regardless if you wanna act like you was under some type of spell work, no boo boo. Because you ones are the ones doing the spell work, dummy. Yeah. You're trying to find answers to assist you by watching other people's card work, meaning other readers. You know, divine ain't stupid. He ain't stupid. And you know what you're thinking? You're finished. Surely not. That's what you're saying, isn't it? Surely not. There must be a way I can get back from this. No. Without a doubt. Game over. I specifically heard to all involved, whether those who took the actions or those that are guilty by association. Yep. No way out. You sealed your fate. The fact that you came up against someone that was protected, you sealed your fate. Because you did it out of greed. There is nothing honorable or integrable in what you did. Yes, when you're ready is in the reverse. These people will never be ready to face the truth. They're hiding from the truth of what they did. May that make sense? Everywhere they go, somebody's calling you out on your shit. You can't blame the collective for that. I got 2 words for you. Self-inflicted. You cannot be a victim in an issue you created or chaos you created. All the evidence points back to you people. All roads lead back to you people. All the paper trails, digital footprints lead back to you people. So whoever you thought you paid to do the cleanup job behind you, didn't clean up very well, boo-boo. Indeed. And we get some confirmation, Spirit, on the future of Tarot deck. Told you. Everything we've been doing under these moon cycles for however long is now coming out. Some of you even went to practitioners and did moon rituals to make someone have romantic feelings about you. So it wasn't authentic. So I was always destined to fail. And that's another thing you don't want people to know. Or you want to keep it hidden. You're heartbroken, you have no strength left because you've come to the realization that people are gonna know that that's exactly who you are. Plead insanity all you like doesn't take away from the fact. So that's like saying you've been insane or not in your right from your mind since you started doing this shit again. Some of you people are old as shit that have been heavy in this shit, but yet they're walking around with some type of air of grace, holier than thou, weaponizing the Bible. Some of you hiding behind the Bible. A lot of church members, or should I say, fake church members. Can I get some confirmations on this energy spirit, please, and thank you. Electrical karmic energy spirit, please, and thank you. So you're watching and stalking the collector's money, trying to figure out when to come in or when they're gonna get any money. Told you this is just repeating itself. You got a high priestess out here, he's about to receive her Ace of Pentacles. So you can no longer withhold whatever you've been trying to withhold from somebody. You're out here trying to, got the Five of Swords. You've been trying to keep this hidden. Or you got someone to clean up your dirty deeds. It's already been seen now. The recording angels already took note. It's like you're trying to get rid of the evidence to prove the devilish things you've been doing. Isn't that right, collective? What else is my collective need to know, Spirit? Please and thank you. So when some of you people are preaching about God and you're putting this shit on social media, I will ask you straight, which God you talking about? The God of this realm or God the Creator? Maybe only one person's answered, but other than that, the multiple times I've asked the same question on different posts, not one of you said a thing, because you know. Yeah, you got a Queen of Pentacles. This is my collective of all shapes or forms from all walks of life. Who is the Queen of Pentacles? It could even be a man that's in this Queen of Pentacles energy, yeah? That is either already in this energy of Ace of Cups or is destined for this energy. We've always known that, which will lead to their, or they're going to come into this Ace of Cups whilst you're in the new beginning. These are people that you didn't expect to learn their lessons. You expect them to keep repeating the same karmic cycles because that's what you choose to do. Yep, see? What did I say to you? So it's either somebody's either, oh shit, look how far it went. Sorry, guys, I have to go pick that card. Damn. How this card went so far? Spirit, man. Yeah. So, the Knight of Wands tells me that these are people that were trying to stop these changes from happening. So they wanted to continue to abuse people and live off the means of others and keep these lies going. And it didn't work. So whoever this doppelganger is, someone that's not a star, someone that's clearly been benefiting or profiting off of stealing probably other people's creation or impersonating somebody. This is a false star, so this is a karmic. This could be even be somebody in your family collective, or somebody that might have been your friend, or even a stranger that have tried to befriend you, that saw your light, and whatever unhealed energies they had resided within their vessel, it's like you provoked something in them. So it's like they wanted to test you, so to speak. Someone is saying they wanted to take you off your high horse, knock you down a peg or two. That's why you all had to group up in gangs, huh? Okay. You get zero respect from me. You do have a genuine love proposal to a collective. I'm sensing that this is someone that may have experienced the same things as you did. This is what people have been trying to block you from. So this is maybe who the divine has handpicked for you. They're also in alignment with you. So you've been on this journey long enough or you've learned enough lessons to sharpen your discernment. And this is what these people are trying to frantically stop, because they know once you come into union with whoever this individual is sealing everybody. It will seal all of these people's fate. It'll put a death to everything. So clearly that just confirms that we're living in the realm of the devil. 8 of Wands, yeah. So whatever this is coming in fast. There's some type of fast progress about this. They were trying to slow it down. Or maybe even send someone in, trying to send in like a clone or a copy. But what I'm hearing from the divine is, that's not going to fly, because you know what to look for. And nobody's willing to take that risk because they see in the way, shit. And that's what they see in the way your ancestors have been snatching people by their neckbacks. And the spirit guys have been snatching wigs. Oh my gosh, yeah. So it could be a tarot moment, but it's a good tarot for my collective though. Oh. Once the tarot drops collective, it is bringing in divine love. With the energy of a King of Pentacles. So that's someone that's in divine alignment. That's obviously someone that's done the work. For some of you, it may have taken a bit longer than expected, but that was clearly for your protection. That was to make sure you was both ready, so that when you do come into union, nothing can hamper it. Does that make any sense? Because of what you've both been through, yeah, I think you're at a stage where, like, I won't say you're micromanaging. It's kind of like giving you a heightened state of awareness, is what I will say. And your cutoff game is so strong, it's just instantaneous. And you don't look back, you don't argue, you don't ask no questions. Once you sight what you need to see or feel what you need to feel that don't go with you, you're ready to just chop you off. And they don't like that. And it's because you're balanced. So say, for instance, you're picking up on someone's energy like they're hiding something from you, and then you ask them and they breathlessly lie to your face. You know. Because your instincts are going to tell you. You've learned to home in on those subtle hints and subtle red flags. And once you get these hints or red flags, what you've learned to do in our collective is just be cold with it. You keep that poker face. So they won't even know that you've clocked. You just cut the cords and remove yourself. And you move accordingly. I just heard this, the divine just called you a silent assassin. But that's what these people thought they was gonna be in a little gangs. But remember, Claire, you've been riding this path alone with the divine and your guides, backed by your ancestors. Your ancestors are they're raging. So there must be an empress and a reaver, so that's someone that's faking, or someone that may have stolen your identity. They're getting their ass handed to them. I just heard there's someone say, "You gonna learn today. Bitch, you gonna learn today." Yeah, this has been like a repetitive saying I've been hearing. This bitch gonna learn today. So whoever this person is, male or female, whoever this person is, hasn't learned their lesson. You understand? So it's literally like it's been, how can I say? The judgment's been up to notch, where whatever your ancestors have said to the divine about the situation, they're given the go ahead. Yeah, their wish was granted. Shit. Oh. Woo. Yeah, your ancestors saying they've had enough of playing nice and just giving people warnings and just blocking shit. You understand? Your ancestors are ready to get in the paint. Collective. Woo. I can feel it. You know, your spirit reacts before your mind picks up on it. You do know that, don't you? Yeah. They're saying they've had enough of you trying to block my loved one. My loved one is moving into common waters. You're not gonna have my loved one in those stalemate or up in their head or indecisive. They've had enough of this shit. And the divine has granted their wish. So I know whatever conversation they had with the creator, it is what it is. Yeah. The answers are not gonna stop until every single one of you people are what you need to be. Point blank, period. Yeah. These people will no longer be able to continue doing what they're doing. Shit, I didn't. Some of you may even leave in a box. It is what it is after saying what I'm getting. Some of you may even leave in a box. And they know it too. They just haven't informed people in, whether it be in their own immediate family or the community that they engage with. But people can sense something. These are the kind of people that won't say nothing unless you do. But they know. This is why for some of these individuals, yeah, it's been illuminated. Some people in the community may be avoiding these individuals collective. They know. They absolutely do. The answers that, yeah. These devils have been exposed and they're being removed and they're being dealt with accordingly. I'm also hearing that you have ancestors of the light, yeah, collect. You've also got some very dark ancestors that don't F around. Whoever woke up these ancestors, whoo! I heard that they're beating the living SHITS at you. For some of you, They got you that much in the tizzy for, I don't know, if someone's losing control of their bowels or their bladder. Now I'm seeing someone get so either shocked or startled that they follow through on themselves. Yeah, because you mess with the temperance angel. You mess with a starseed, period. We know who we are and we know who we're not. That you thank you. Do you know other card came out as well? Sorry, that was in the upright. I also seen the magician card. They know that your energy collective is magical. This is why they want to be in your energy. This is why they want to be intimate with you, so they can take back control of your energy. Do you understand? And carry on with a little sewage behavior and sewage lifestyle. Do you understand? They want to roll around in the sewage, but yet they'll present themselves as royalty. Make that make sense? They want to roll around with the sewage and all things unprotected, all things showing bodily fluids, all kinds of nastiness, but yet they'll present themselves as royalty. Yeah. You're going to be rewarded for the fact that you stayed the course, collective. These people are not being rewarded for their bad actions. Yeah. That's it, and that's all. I could go deeper, but yeah. I believe this is carrying on from the one I did, I think it was early on this morning, isn't it? I know I have to come back and finish it off, and there you have it. So, yeah. It's like by trying to lie on people and get people to turn against the collective for nothing other than to keep a dirty secret going. Do you understand? Just because they won't submit to your... You know, it's the collective that will not submit to being probably number 10 on their rota. These are people that flirt between multiple partners of both sexes. Let's be clear on that one. And still could not take down a collective on their own. They had to team up. Same goes for the family members. You're hiding a lot of dirty secrets that you don't want out. And that's not an option, but it's okay for you to go around spreading lies and false narratives. It's not going to fly. Getting the other family members to seduce people in positions of authority to get things to be swayed in your way or get things to be brushed under the carpet. That's all coming out. All that was unseen is now being seen. The Creator's illuminating everything. And I said this once, when I'll say this again. You don't have the authority to put anybody in their place. Do you understand? From the Creator's put us in this position and guided us here, you have no authority or no power. We don't care how many secret societies you team up with. You're just proving exactly who you are and how powerful we are. And we ain't scared of you. Any of you. You got to group up and hide to bully somebody, to feel powerful. You're no more powerful than the sewage you're swimming in. Listen, them STDs you're trying to hide got more power than you. It's like you want to come back and try and infect the collective to validate the false narrative that you've been spreading. Do you know when that shit goes to court, you're hung, drawn, and quartered? Do you really think we would have this position if he was engaging or indulging in the shit you people are indulging in? Make it make sense. You hate the fact that we healed and purified ourselves. That's what you don't like. You hate the fact that we're disciplined. Something you've never been. But you do a very good job at fabricating that you do. But I'm quite sure your real medical report will expose you. You know it too. That's why you're trying to avoid it. So whatever fake paperwork you've been doctoring up, continue to do so. Makes no difference to the collective. And that goes for family too. So, hope you had fun. And then, even with what you've stolen, you're still trying to steal the ideas and the creation of the collective. May that make sense? And for those who got involved through manipulation or however which way or shape or form, I suggest you repent from now, as if it's not too late already. You know, but you can try. Vengeance is the creators. These people collective, funny enough, yeah, because they're under judgment for what they did. How can you punish someone for shit you did? Make that make sense. How can you punish somebody for actions you took? For choices you made? Nobody forced you. They wouldn't hold a gun to your head. You were all willing participants. I said this the other day and I'll say it again. Some of you didn't even wait for the devil to offer you anything. You went to the devil. And it says, isn't it? Look and you shall seek and you shall find. And you seeked the wrong one. And you can't take that back. Spirit, are these Karmic family members in my chat as we speak? Spying on a collective? Yes or no? Are these Karmic family members in the chat as we speak currently spying on my collective? Spying and stalking my collective? Yes or no? Ooh, that's a fat yes. You've got to laugh. So anyway, I hope everybody has something nice planned for their Saturday afternoon. To those on the right side of karma, I hope your year is prosperous. Let me get a couple of these cards before I go. Can I get some confirmation? I've barely got time to speak, Spirit. Can we get some more confirmation with the flash deck? What else do we need to know with the flash deck? Please. Thank you. Maybe some more with the flash deck. What else does my collective need to know, spirits? Can I just get a few from the flash? Okay. Oh shit, that's kind of hard to get. For some of you, you may have a family member that's in the police force that's crooked. For some of you, even have people that may be stealing your social media revenue, where they've hacked into your account, hacked and cloned, working with someone on social media accounts. There will be an investigation, isn't it? Don't believe these fake apologies. Karmic male cousin is involved. Some of you have a jealous and jaded karmic third party who put out some type of revenge porn. Some of you have a karmic baby father. The divine wants you to continue to move in silence. Some of you have specifically a karmic stepfather. Yeah. There's going to be some defamation of character charges. Somebody has a dirty blonde transsexual with big feet. We are part of the collective. The divine wants you to be proud of yourself. Yeah. These people will be going down for identity theft. They will be getting karma one way or another. You could have a karmic father figure that sold some type of information about you or your personal information. Whichever one of these individuals had any kind of gifts have now been stripped from them. Yeah, the divine wants you to know is your time to shine. Yeah. You have a karmic stepfather who orchestrated all of this. Yeah. Some of you have a past over. I'm getting both grandparents, grandmother and grandfather, but most strongly I sense the pastor when he's got a past over grandfather protecting them. Yeah. They're already feeling the aftermath of these backfires, however it's affecting them. Yeah, these are people that are involved. This is a stepfather and a jealous, either a sibling or a half sibling, a sister and a brother. Yeah, they're pissed that you're highly protected. They hate your protection, in fact. Yeah. These doppelgangers and identity thieves are being exposed. They think because they're online and they're hiding behind fake accounts that they won't be brought to justice or that they can evade some type of judgment. You know? So my collective have jealous ex-friends out here. Also, there is crooked law officials involved in this. For some of you, you've had I don't know who this crooked police officer is who's been trying to set you up. This is what the ancestor said. You have some type of blonde leprechaun Jezebel who's a witch, kitchen witch, I heard. You've also got a karmic half-brother trying to set you up or did set you up in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, some of you have a past of a mother who was sacrificed watching you. Sacrificed by her own child. So if you know you have a karmic sister or brother that might have been the carer of your deceased mother, yeah, this individual bragged about how she abused your mother. He or she was the carer. And he assisted doing these rituals until he was dead. Yeah, of course they involve the communities to keep a watch and keep an eye on you and also to reject you. You know the Karmic family members are still trying to plot against us. So if anybody tries to come in trying to offer some type of support or say they want to talk, it's a lie. Don't take no invitations, don't agree to meet them anywhere. Decline. Yeah, some of you have a karmic warlock ex who worked with your karmic family members who's now in deep regret because they don't even regret because they got caught. It was all about the money. This is a gigolo, a dark warlock who's on the DL. This is also the same individual that has slept with your sibling, probably your cousin, and probably an ex-friend too. And is out there getting multiple females pregnant, possibly even some underage ones too. Yeah, everyone involved's getting karma. They're trying to blame you for their karma. Everyone can see exactly who you are. So your family tries to hide you or hide your true identity because they were jealous. Yeah. Not just your family, I'm also getting there's an ex out here who's obviously putting in some fake marriage with some fake marriage documents, but yet they'll marry the karmic on paper illegally, but put you in an illegal marriage to steal from you. Who's out there spreading diseases. They're both online stalking you, mind. Both of them. So whenever you see your platform go funny, it's them because he hacked and cloned your account. She's angry she can't be you. And you've got to think, collective. The same story that this narc gave to you about their ex, they did the same to you with the new supply. The only difference is they fell for it. Yeah. For some of you, they hacked and stole your Facebook, was trying to extort people for money. There's evidence on that too, because I believe some people reached out to you regarding this. So they're an eyewitness to this. And there's more than one. These are people that was making multiple false reports about you. And the fact that the authorities are not arresting them for what they're doing clearly shows you, collective, that they're either involved with the cult or they're receiving some type of bribe not to do anything. So they're basically turning a blind eye to the abuse and the criminal acts against you that you've had to endure. They're going to pay for that. They're all going to receive harsh karma. This is like a third time this has come out about these STDs. Yeah. You're receiving good judgment, they're receiving bad judgment. Some of you have a karmic warlock Aries, who's DL. God revealing everything to you. Yeah, I told you they unalived the parental figure with spa work. Grandmother too. It was all part of the plot for life insurance. So there might not just have been the life insurance or whatever assets that individual had, but you got family members and people in this coven that also place a life insurance policy on this individual. And they're attempting to do the same thing to you, collective. This is why the divine is telling you to remain isolated at this time, but just keep moving forward. It ain't shit people can do. Nada. Ain't nothing they can do. So